Good.
Hated it.
Oh.
You hated it?
Hated
Okay,
This is gonna be
okay.
an interesting discussion.
Yes,
I
it's for the
utterly
podcast because I'm
hated it.
curious.
I thought it was by far the worst episode.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah,
Was it too much action for you?
Well, we'll get to that in a minute.
Get to that.
I've got to make sure I'm set up.
Okay, it's looking like everything's up and running.
This podcast features adult language. You've been warned.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's legendary final word.
Oh, is it legendary because we missed the last 2 weeks?
No, it's legendary because it's non-canon.
Oh, good.
Huh.
That'll make sense in a moment. This has been a week where pretty much everyone has released a legendary version of their product in the same vein as Disney.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. That kind of legend.
Yes.
But
It's
is there
legend.
Star Wars legend? But is there a Star Wars legend?
It's legend. Wait for it. Derry.
Yes. And so we'll go immediately into that because more talking shit session according to Xmark. Yes. You haven't even seen how much I got annoyed about this one. And this one's going to bring up
Xmark's right. Xmark's here early.
This one's gonna bring up some pain for Trigger. I know it is.
No trigger pain. I don't like that.
So what you're saying is we're going to trigger.
Yeah,
Don't
we're gonna
trigger the trigger.
Sorry about this, Trigger. But yes,
That's all right, Dave.
they're doing it again. It's called I forgot to put the thing in the right place. New.
Bang.
There we go. That's better. Warhammer Legends. Because they've announced that a load of their minis are basically getting disavowed. That in Age of Sigmar, certain Stormcast and certain other things will once again be removed. Not that they'll be removed from the game, just you won't be able to use them.
Yeah.
After the current, the next edition,
which is good because the only people I know who bought Stormcast used them for Space Marine bits.
Oh yeah, but there's other ones as well. They're just starting with Stormcast because there's,
Although good news to the Skaven players, they just released the new models for the clan rats. They look good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they've needed to upgrade the clan rats for a while. But this does stink the same way as back when they decided, that the Doom Wheel was too hamstery and all that garbage. It's like, we've got a way of...
I'm not familiar with the Warhammer stuff in general, so...
I believe they replaced it with a giant bull.
Yeah.
Which was more hamstery.
Yeah.
Because it's a hamster bull.
It's basically their way of going, we'll remove this item for a time. And if you kick off about it enough, we might bring it back. Maybe not. Maybe. Or they're just going to use it to probably do like a Star Wars thing and just make it, they can still sell it. Or maybe that's just me being cynical. I'm hoping for the latter. I'm hoping for the former. I'm hoping this is going to lead to... If you play
Warhammer, buy Crew.
I'm hoping for, bring back Rogue Trader. Legends. They'll start selling... They have started selling that as a piece of... Well, no, not that one. But second edition codexes. For the same price as second edition codexes, you can buy the front cover of a second edition codex. Just a piece of paper. Well, just a bit of cardboard. 15 quid for a bit of cardboard. Pretty much exactly the same price as you used to pay for the second edition codexes. Gotta love that price increase. But then, They could go
Gouge them.
second edition Legends. Get all your second edition stuff, and then the one that no one will want, third edition Legends. And then maybe other people will get on board with it. You know, the Times, History of the World, Legends. Yeah, just stuff that didn't happen.
Is this a Games Workshop decision or?
Oh, it always is.
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
Because again,
X-Mark,
my
you
only
sweet
understanding,
summer child.
of Warhammer outside of a few small bits that obviously everyone knows is that Games Workshop are I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, greedy fucking bastards.
Oh, you can say it.
Oh, you
Okay.
can say it, yeah.
Okay,
your
that's
opinion.
the impression. That's the impression I get, is that they're very greedy bastards who think that everybody just has a shit ton of money to just give them,
Well, yeah,
and
that's why
really fucking hate 3D printers, from what I understand.
This is why
Yeah.
they
By
refer
the
to
way,
it as plastic crap.
buy a 3D printer, people. They're cheap as dirt at the moment.
Oh yeah,
That's
you've
it.
told me.
And you do not need a good one. You can do with the cheap ones, and they are amazing.
The only thing more expensive than plastic crack is real crack.
The only thing more expensive than the plastic crack is buying resin for making crack.
Yes.
I take your word for
You
it.
know, this is what I'm saying.
Well,
you know, other
the
people
thing is,
other
how much-
groups could get on board with this. You know, Curious George. You know,
How much
With the tail.
a box of models costs? You buy the same amount. You buy a bottle of resin for that amount. Difference is you can print a whole army from the bottle of resin. So you can basically make an army for how much they charge for a box of 5 guys.
as you can tell, this really brought out my edgy side. 'Cause,
It's like
you
he
know,
went mental, I tell you.
Yes, I went a bit crazy on this one. Oh no, this isn't
It
the
sounds
edgy
it.
one.
You sound very upset.
This isn't the edgy one. Yeah, this is the cute one. This is Curious George with a tail. You know, because Curious George had never had a tail. So this is from the Legend universe. Curious George. This is
I like
this is
Legends
the edgy
Curious
one. Seeing he
George.
died this week.
I don't trust that monkey.
The O.J. Simpson book, If I Did It, Legends.
Legends
Appropriate.
edition.
Because it's
Appropriate.
not
considering a few
canon.
days ago.
It's just made up. It's not canon.
I still love the balls of releasing a book. If I did it,
If I did it.
This is.
I wouldn't have
that's-
used a hammer. I'd have used a
that's
crowbar,
what I mean.
bitches.
That's what I mean. He could have jumped on board with this one and released it as a Legends version. But
Man, I want to see the film If I Did It, because that is such a good title. Whoever came up with the title for that book is amazing.
And then, the
I
next
imagine
one,
it's a Silence of the Lamb style film, If I Did It.
just to say that he jumped on the bandwagon as well. Minecraft Legends.
Ugh.
Like, really? What's it, Legendary Week? Everyone jumping on board? Oh, apparently this is
Do you know what
going
we
for
need
a
to
year, but only Wolfie decided to start playing it this week.
Do you know what we need to
Wolfie
bring
lying
back?
to me.
Do you know, it helps if I actually unmute my shit in my stream.
But
Oops.
This okay, as we mentioned it earlier. Fifth episode of X-Men. And
Well, you missed that. Well, we haven't really spoken about the last two, really, have we? On
the
on air, but-
non-story of the week. Have you heard about the non-story of the week?
What was the non-story of the week, Cog?
X-Mart, it depends on which resin. If you can find the right brand that's got a little bit of flex, it's actually really good. You don't want the cheap stuff that's like glass. Fallout: A New Hope.
X-Men 97 creator Bo DeMaio breaks silence.
That black gay guy.
Oh,
And
he
you
actually
know
broke
what
the
he
silence.
says? And this is the funny
What did he
part
say?
about it. He says,
Did he wait? Did he say fuck all y'all?
Pretty
Please
much.
tell me you said that. Yes!
Pretty much.
Finally!
He breaks his silence after accessing the series, explaining the importance of episode 5. He doesn't say a word about why he left. Because, and this is the one that everyone's going to make political hay over, he can't talk about it.
Just fuck yo. So just
It's like,
fingers up and walk away.
You know there's going to be 10-minute, 20-minute videos from pretty much everyone saying... here we go. DeMaio's exit from X-Men 97 caused widespread confusion. As he previously stated, he worked on the second season of the series. Brad Winterbaum, the head of streaming television animation at Marvel Studios, told EW the most accurate way to describe the exit was, "We parted ways." Okay. I can't talk about the details.
That means. That's kind of what that means. We knew that.
They parted ways. I can't talk about it.
Oh.
So
it was a tough breakup.
It's not him saying it. It's Winterbaum saying it, and it's him advertising the 5th episode.
I don't know if I trust that.
And I can't show the picture of the thing from the 5th episode because it doesn't appear on the stream. So we'll just leave it on here. Okay, what did people think of the last couple of episodes? Because we haven't been on air since episode 3.
Okay, so episode 3, me and Trig watched that together. And, well...
See, I think 3 was relatively well-paced, and it got a lot of back stuff over very quickly, very well.
Especially, like, with Morph and Bishop was just, like... sorted out. I did like how everything fucked up is happening in the manor, and Beast just responds to the terror he sees the same, like just the way you'd expect. Like, I think one of us is on the wrong floor.
I'm fucking high as a kite and I've got into a lift. It's like, oh, what the fuck's this? Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah, the whole Goblin Queen thing and the return of Mr. Sinister, and I did like how they showed just how much it fucked up Morph. Like how of everyone the X-Men have ever run into, naturally he hates Sinister more than any other villain, and he's just like, yeah, he's the most evil person to ever live.
You know what would have been funnier if Beast got into that lift and he just went, same shit, different day. just rigged it down to his lab.
I mean, we also knew that the whole Nathan Summers thing and him being sent to the future thing was going to happen. If you've ever read the comics, it was inevitably going to happen anyway.
Yeah, the techno-organic virus was a thing.
Yeah, but then the stuff with Jean, with like the 2 Jeans and Cyclops, that was inevitably going to cause a thing, and we saw a bit of the culmination of that in episode 5.
Yeah,
with the whole. She's not exactly happy about Cyclops talking to, the clone or anything, even though, again, the clone is the mother of his child. So they've both technically lost their kid.
I think it's more of a pick a relationship, bitch. Which one do you want to be in? Because you ain't having both.
There's the fact that the Gene he's been building a relationship up with may not have even been the same. He's had more to do with that Gene than...
Yeah, but then that's the thing. If in that case you pick that Gene and leave that new one, the old one, new one, whichever, alone.
Yeah, because you saw Wolverine literally saying, "No, there's you and it's you and Scott and me, and then there's just me. That's the rules."
That's the thing, because the problem is the thing with the clone introduced is they can have one each. If he just makes up his damn mind and goes, do you know what? I actually spent more time with the clone. Fuck you, bitch, I'm out.
I mean, that would be simpler, and I don't know if this was a thing in the comics going on to, like, Rogue and Magneto.
You can't really compare it to the comics, because Madeline in the comics was a replacement.
I was meaning the whole thing with Magneto and Rogue. Like, was it a thing that Magneto's power cancelled out hers?
No, I don't believe so.
No, I don't think it did. but it was just he was
Yeah,
a
that would have
master of
ruined the
magnets.
film.
See, when they kept saying things about if they knew about your past, I was wondering what that might actually be, because I think only Storm really knew about the whole Miss Marvel thing, and obviously Xavier.
You killed a bitch, is what that means.
I thought that's where they were going with this. I didn't think they were literally just going to go with the, oh yeah, Rogue literally knew Magneto for years and never mentioned it.
By the way, Marvel, want to see that film, please? See the film. Brie
That's
Larson's.
the MCU film.
I know. We all want it. I know you want to see that one. But yeah, the whole...
We don't mind which Rogue it is either.
No, we don't care.
The second I saw Genosha...
It could be Anna. She wants to do it. Well, she did a few years ago. She wanted to do it.
And Brie Larson's wants out of Disney.
Yeah, she wants out.
She famously said something on the lines of that she never got the chance to play kick-ass Rogue. She just got to play emo Rogue, and she was like, I want to play kick-ass Rogue, who gets to go around and like fly and do all that stuff. I have to check that one.
The second I saw Genosha and saw how much better it looked, I was like, this looks nice. I can't wait to see how they ruin this.
They did. They sent a load of robots. That's how they ruined that.
It was nice to see Emma Frost again, and see Leech, and also to see Nightcrawler, because I told you that the toys were pretty much predicting the characters that were going to be in, because the Goblin Queen was in like...
That walkthrough literally was a who's who of X-Men history. It was like, no, that character, no, that character, no, that character, no, that character. Who the fuck are you? Oh, wait, I remember you. There's
all that, and then, of course, they've been teasing the thing with Gambit, and then...
My personal favourite was, have we seen a Pixie in animated? I don't think we've seen Pixie animated.
They mentioned Dazzler in the they mentioned Dazzler in the Mojo episode, and it's nice to see her again.
Oh, do you mean the Pixie one? So Angel... Oh, yeah. Angel something.
Yeah, because she was Pixie
it's like
in the comic
It's like
books.
a double-barreled name.
Yeah. Because what was it? We saw the guy with the translucent skin, which is like one of the top 10 worst X-Men characters of all time.
I keep wanting to say Angel Islington, but that's Monopoly.
that's a place.
Yes. But yeah, just to fact check myself, during a Twitter interaction with a fan, April 18, Quinn was asked if she would ever consider returning to play Rogue, which she replied, "If I can fly, absolutely." This response seemed to confuse the fan, who misunderstood the actress and quickly tweeted back an anxious question. Oh my freaking god! So you're saying you would return? It's like, yeah, she just wants to play good Rogue, not emo Rogue.
Not kid Rogue.
If Marvel can somehow make them fight in a big vat of jelly, that would be nice for me.
Look, at this point, I think that if what you're saying is right, and Brie Larson wants out of the MCU, which is fair enough, and they're really pushing the X-Men, they're eventually going to try and cross it over into live action, because at this point they've set the precedent of these are the characters, so this is how it is.
One more. Don't you remember we covered it that she wanted out of X-Men by that one sentence she said?
I suppose, yeah. But yeah, just have a live action version of Rogue taking her powers, and that's that. That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Have her in the coma.
That's all you need to do.
And then if you want her out completely, just have the hospital blow up in one of the many, many city destruction scenes you do in your movies.
Yeah.
And then just go, oh no, Miss Marvel was in that building, and she was in a coma, and now she's dead.
Or just she's in a coma somewhere, and everyone forgets she exists.
Oh no! The building explosion. It's like no, it's okay. They had a parachute. She's okay.
To be fair, it's the only way you can take Captain Marvel out of the MCU, isn't it? Because she's way too powerful.
Well, yeah, she's broken as fuck, which is part of the problem with her.
The second part of the problem being Death Lad ass.
Also seeing Cable again gave me hope for Apocalypse again, but she turned up, disappears, and then the Chimera Sentinel just turns up out of nowhere and blows shit up.
Yeah,
and actually kills people. Like actually kills people.
Yeah, that's the bit that annoyed me.
Yeah,
well, they
I
didn't
remember
explain
seeing
if they
people
were
actually
coming
getting
back in
beat by-
time or they were from the present day.
Yeah, they
and
were being fucking vaporized. And I don't even know if Magneto's meant to be dead now, whatever, because he was protecting the Morlocks and whatnot. And that Gambit's kind of like done the whole blow
Although,
everything up thing.
cool death scene though. If you're gonna die, nuke the
absolutely.
fucker.
Well,
Yeah,
absolutely. If he
that was
goes
my
out,
other
if
problem
Remy
with it.
goes out, what Gambit dying?
Well, several people. Well, a lot of people dying, including several people
Yeah,
who
that
should
was
have
a
been able to
lot.
have been
Although
killed by the
best
Sentinels
part,
at that point.
That's true. A lot of them actually couldn't take that damage.
Well, yeah, like energy absorbers, like Sebastian Shaw
We don't
getting
know he's
taken
dead. He
out
could
by
just
an
be
energy blast.
yeah, that's
It's
a
like-
good point.
It's like Sebastian Shaw dead by a thing. And also the fact that we are seeing Sentinels that are way more advanced than any form of Sentinel we have seen, even in Cable's future.
Are we seeing
What about Nimrod? What about Nimrod? 'Cause
Nimrod
we
isn't even
seeing-
that doesn't even look like that. Nimrod's
Are we
not even
seeing
that sort of. Nimrod doesn't disintegrate people. That's
Are we
what I
seeing
mean.
a Days of
It's-
Future Past problem coming? Do you think?
my this is my problem with this episode. Up until this point, it's
was
been trying to
cohesive
be
and-
X-Men.
Mm.
And then about halfway through this episode, it's decided don't want to be X-Men anymore.
I want to be Terminator.
It was weird.
No,
when-
want to be anime
when
now.
Magneto-
Don't want to be X-Men anymore.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was weird when he's actually when Magneto is actually considering, becoming the leader of Genosha at all. It's like, don't you have didn't a few episodes ago? Didn't you literally lift up make it a big point that you wanted to run the X-Men because that's what Charles would want? And then you literally made a plea to the UN, you did your court trial, whereupon basically won the rights and everything, but you've still got to run the X-Men. Also, got to ask, how did you feel about Scott throwing a tantrum?
I was kind of expecting that.
I mean, I get that he's on edge because he's just lost his kid.
Because it's Scott now being comic book Scott.
Oh.
Which isn't always a good thing.
Scott is
No.
now becoming comic book version of Scott, so I'm not really surprised by that. He's becoming a lot more whiny and stuff, and
Look, I mean, I get that he's got a lot on his plate. I mean, he's just found out the woman the woman he loves is a clone. He's had to give his kid up to the future in hopes they can fix him, and now he's got to start his relationship again with Jean. But this is a Jean who doesn't share the same experiences and memories of things that have happened. So, this is the one that didn't become the Phoenix, didn't do this, didn't do a lot of the stuff with him.
Oh,
so
and also,
it's a completely different thing.
They also forgot that Jean already knew that Cable was her son.
Oh yeah,
Jean scanned his mind and said to
thing,
Scott,
I
"He's
literally-
very important to our future." She was very cryptic.
I just don't understand why he doesn't go off with the clone.
Because
just don't get it.
It's because they're going along the whole comic book sort of. It's if you look at the comics, what basically happens is Jean dies. Scott meets someone who looks exactly like Jean, called Madeline Pryor. He hooks up with Madeline Pryor, gets her pregnant, and then the second Jean comes back from the dead, so probably about 2 weeks.
That's a good 2 weeks, though.
He then dumps Madeline Pryor for Jean.
Because
It's kind of.
I'm not wrong.
Think of it like this. His gene. He likes his gene to come with a certificate of authentication.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I can think of because
it's like she's been rubber stamped.
He has spent more time with
gene.
the clone gene. He has spent more time with clone gene because he's got all of the memories from before.
Yeah.
So technically, his relationship is with clone gene.
You don't
Therefore,
know.
I don't
That's the
understand why
thing.
you want new Gene or old Gene, or I don't know.
They're being kind of vague about it. Like they haven't made up their mind which one was the real one. They're kind of doing the Rick and Morty. Like
When she turned up, I go, sorry, I have a child with this one.
Clones. Marvel should never ever do clones.
Ever. No, they should.
No.
Scarlet Spider.
No.
Scarlet Spider was cool.
We are not going to be. If they bring back 90s Spider-Man and they decide to do the clone sagas, I'm hanging up my mic.
Before you're going to say you're hanging yourself from the ceiling.
Because screw that. I'm not going into the freaking clone saga. I'll be 60 by the time it finishes.
I just like
And that's if they released it all the time, every month. The Clone Saga went on for decades and was just mental.
It's just one of my favourite
suits. And it's always just the same thing. Like, oh, no one knows who the real one is. No one knows. Oh, smoke and mirrors. What are we going to do? And that was like a thing from it.
We're going to have 2 Spider-Men. Oh, wait, we've done that.
No, there's more than what? There's more than 2 Spidey clones. It's not just Ben Reilly. There's dozens of ones who die. And
there's Tarantula. There's Spike. There's Wolfgang.
There's loads.
What was the other one? There's Phantom.
Loads of them. And that's if you don't include all the other ones as well, like clone MJs and clone thingies and clone Gwens and
That's true. They don't have to be faithful to the comics. They don't have to be faithful to the comics. They might do a good job with the Clone Saga.
Yeah, not do it. Not open that Pandora's box.
Order 66.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is we're just going to clone a load of Spider-Grins and we're going to call it Order 34. Mate, no, that's a different thing.
Unfortunately, I can't show the picture that I was going to show. Got to find a way of taking a screenshot of something. Because, yes. So it sounded like you two both liked this episode 5.
Well, we're more anime fans than you, so I can understand this.
Well, actually, I liked certain scenes. Like I liked seeing Kurt again. I liked seeing the thing where they said something about normally they don't do don't celebrate terrorists, and yet people, make politicians in, that whole thing with Magneto. I didn't really like the whole thing with Rogue's whole thing with, she can only really be with Gambit, and that whole thing with when she takes a glove, she puts a bare hand on Magneto's right in front of Gambit. It's just a total, oh God, you are cucking him and just saying fuck you.
But yeah, the problem I had
literally right after he runs off, then she says to Magneto, "Yeah, Remy's right. Sometimes things are better more than skin deep." And it's like, well, it's too fucking late now because Chimera Sentinel is about to fuck everything up, and I know he's a thing from the comic. I know he's a thing, but yeah, killing a load of people. For a while, I thought Nightcrawler was dead and was grateful he wasn't. I thought it was cool. Obviously, some scenes were cool for the sake of being cool, like when the Morlocks go, the X-Men are no friends of the Morlocks. Then suddenly Gambit comes in and just trashes a Sentinel head.
See, I think the problem with it is that whole end bit was too fast. It was too fast-paced. If they'd slowed it down and made it more X-Men-y, where it was a bit more drawn out, it would have been fine. But it literally, as Hawk says, it turned into throw everything on the screen anime combat. And it was like, oh, this is a lot very quickly.
And also,
the last episode's been very rushed.
And also, this is a world where the Sentinels have only been around for 4 years.
Yeah, I think they're from the future. I think that's why Cable came back. I think they were launching some sort of army in that on his end. He came back trying to warn people, but he actually went, "Oh shit! I actually came back for like 10 seconds and 2 minutes beforehand."
Isn't he from a future? But isn't he from a future where the Sentinels aren't a thing? It's just
Well,
apocalypse.
the thing is, he's from a shifting future because all futures are shifting in that series.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I reckon that's the story we'll get next week, where it'll be like he literally there's an army coming. They find out about it. He tries to come back and warn him, but his watch is so fucked by this point. It's like I ended up coming back instead of a day early. I came back 10 minutes early, and then that's why he gets shunted back quickly because his watch is so screwed up. Which, no offense, might explain some stuff, but it would have been nice if we had it broken up a bit, because it's that the ending is, as you said, it's very anime intro. It's, you could put a bit of music to it and it's over, and it's like that wasn't even an anime intro of thing. What the hell?
It was.
Look, the Noxious stuff was nice.
They've got some Attack on Titan in my X-Men.
Yeah.
Look, the beginning of it, like the whole Noxious thing was cool. The interviews with the X-Men, well, that was inevitably going to happen.
Yeah, that was good.
But you know, Scott throwing a tantrum and being whiny, I kind of get it, but it's one of those things where.
See, I'm going to have to argue with you, Maura. I don't get it, because literally in what we've seen, because void the comic book, what we've seen is he should be picking the one that he's had a child with a nose.
No, I agree with you with that. It's just that if he's going to do this.
Tammy, we will be getting to the Fallout series in a minute, I promise you.
Yeah, if he's going to do this, at least have Storm or someone back to replace him, because this is one of those situations where how can anybody else in the X-Men follow him when he's this emotionally unstable and he's like clearly a problem?
Storm's back next week.
Good. Oh yeah, because that's another thing
next
we didn't
episode
out on the podcast that we spoke about in person.
That last 10 minutes.
That
last 10-minute section from the episode before is part 1. Next episode is part 2. The whole episode.
Mojo looked a lot more terrifying now since they brought in the new animation style.
Yeah.
Like they've actually made him look like something terrifying.
Well, yeah, because he is nightmare fuel incarnate.
Well, originally he just looked like some.
I would love to see the film version of that. I really would, because that would be just nightmare fuel on the screen. Unless they give him the MODOK treatment.
Oh God, I'd hate to see what they do to Spiral.
Bad.
But yeah,
what they're going to do with her is they're going to put a cock in each hand.
Oh God,
let her go to town. She's their what's it called, their late night TV viewing. You know, it's the date channel where you can watch a half naked woman touching someone. It's for people.
Yikes.
Good Lord. But yeah, I thought that it started off okay, like actually showing because they've been leading towards the whole mutants being accepted, and it was actually nice to see all that. It was nice to see Nightcrawler again. And then it just suddenly turned into, oh look, genocide.
Although, what's it called? Still a right bitch, though, isn't she? The person in charge. The the person from the government. What's it called? It's like,
the UN representative.
You're supposed to be here being happy about this. You're being a right sour bitch.
We also got to see Moira and Banshee for like all of a few seconds.
See, it was. See what threw me was the fact that we suddenly have this extreme level of Sentinels, which is way bigger than Master Mold.
Yeah, at first I thought it was Master Mold for a bit until the beam cleared up.
It was much bigger.
The
Sentinel's technology has suddenly advanced way more.
I'm sure I've seen that Chimera in a game. I'm sure I've seen it in a game.
In the comics, I think. Yeah, it's in the comics. It is a thing in the comics, because in the comics it did come to Genosha and start fucking everything up.
Oh, Hawk, just because I'm trying to get a promotion, Iron Brew, people.
Oh, goddamn.
They're doing Raspberry Ripple. Try it.
God.
So on Amazon, 8-pack for £4.10.
Really? Because I got mine for $3.50.
Okay. 8-pack for $4.10 off Amazon. So anywhere you want in the world, order it now.
Yeah, I showed him the raspberry ripple one and the berry slush one this morning, and now he's all, "Ooh, I want to try the raspberry ripple one."
Mine will be here by Monday.
Oh, you ordered it?
I got both limited editions, as I said, 8-packs for, what was it, £8.20 for 2 8-packs, basically.
Oh, well, okay, that's not bad. I don't think Iron Brew are going to give you I don't think bars are going to give you a sponsorship.
I don't know. You could do the accent for Iron Brew. They might do.
Iron Brew. It's made from guts.
It was just really the final word, sponsored by Iron Brew.
Iron Brew. Made from garters.
Yeah, that's the one that confused me. That it
What?
was. Well, there's the Wild Sentinels, which is the big kaiju-esque ones.
Oh, they got
with the
Godzilla
multiple
in my
heads.
X-Men.
Oh, but apparently they're something to do with Cassandra Nova. And
Spoilers.
Omega Sentinels were the ones that vaporized people. Because they're the ones who have the iconic Days of Future Past vaporizing Wolverine.
Mm.
Shit.
So it's possible they were Wild Sentinels, so not actually anything to do with Trask.
I think it's going to be very interesting to find out.
Yeah.
But I think this episode rushed it a bit.
Yeah,
I think it rushed it a bit.
The last 2 episodes rushed things because, again, the last episode, the only problem I had with the last episode is I still think you could have made an entire episode about Jubilee and her proving herself to Magneto.
Well, wait a minute. Here's the thing. Could they not have done the Jubilee thing and then put the TV bullshit at the end of that episode and then extended this episode out and so they didn't rush it?
Yeah, or just cut it.
Because
did we really want a whole episode? Did we really want half an episode of Jubilee having a date?
Yeah.
Jubilee having a date. Is Jubilee having a date and not wanting to grow up?
I think they might need to have a word with the editors on this because everything's great apart from whoever sliced it together.
Yeah.
As episodes, because it's like that's not how you do episodes. You don't, because why would you put part 1 and then put an episode in between and then put part 2? I'm just confused.
The Jubilee episode felt both unfulfilling and incomplete, all in one go.
That's what Jubilee said after her date.
Then we get the second half of the episode, which is supposed to be the big sort of thing about Storm. And then this episode, we've got the stakes being risen even higher. And then next week,
I'm
we're not
wondering if
even
they
going to
should
be
have
dealing
gone
with this. We're going back to Storm and her identity crisis.
I'm wondering if they should have done the Jubilee thing as they did, have that little cliffhanger thing, then go into part 2, and then put this one behind it. Because it feels jumbled, and the only thing I can think of is maybe they fucked up on the ordering. Maybe next episode will tell us if that's true or not. Because
unless the next episode is like directly related to this, and like it's Cassandra
it's
Nova,
taken them 10 years,
and the crow and stuff that we saw at the end is directly to do with this or something, then it makes no sense. If it isn't, if it's nothing to do with it, why break
I'm
it
going to
up?
be very tempted that when this series is finished, to reorder them and see if it works better.
Well, like I said, though, it just depends on where the next episode goes. If the next episode is nothing to do with this episode, why have it there?
Why do this?
Yeah.
Well, Hawk, I have a question about our next topic. Did you watch it?
Yes.
Or are you just commenting on what we've seen so far? Because I haven't watched it yet.
I have watched it completely.
It's my Sunday viewing. So
I have watched it completely, but I will not give spoilers. I will I will just comment on visuals and themes and things, and not go into specifics.
Because from what I've seen, it looks amazing.
It looks it's awesome. Let me just switch the background over as we're moving on to this.
Because I think we're beating a dead rogue here.
Yeah.
No. I think we're beating a dead Remy.
Oh wait, no, I missed the word. I'm beating over a dead rogue. Sorry. There's a tears. Tears. Right, I have a button for this. Where's my button?
So yeah.
Tears.
That's a little snippet from the first episode. Screw off variety. Maximus and his friend.
I said the from what I've seen, the costumes looked amazing.
Yeah, power armor's incredible all the way through. The Brotherhood of Steel are going to, just look natural and part of the environment. Every game element looks good. Visually looks right.
Oh, and I've said this before. That's all I asked for in these shows.
I'm not going to give you any spoilers. I'm just saying things like, to say that it's worth watching because, we're talking set dressing. You see a Brahmin, the two-headed cow. It looks.
Can you
great.
say that in a Jamaican accent for me?
And they don't linger on it, so you can see the weirdness with the CG. You see it, it goes. It's not anything to do with the plot. It's just like a background thing. And it looks right. When you see some of the monsters, like a gulper, it looks good. The Brotherhood act like the Brotherhood. I think the only people who are going to give it dodgy reviews are going to be people who are going to be disingenuous about it. They're going to claim it's woke based on one particular look between two characters.
I just realised I can forward messages to you.
They're gonna basically say that shows it's woke, and it's like, no, it doesn't. It really doesn't. It's like a 2-second glance between two characters in someone's memory, and they're going to try and claim, oh, that's why he did that, and this is why this character did this thing and nuked a town because his partner became gay. And it's like, no, it isn't. That's just being an asshole. That's just
that's ridiculous.
It's like, no, that is reaching. That is reaching for a problem with the show.
Have you not realised that the hate channels are all about the reaching?
Yeah, because
they reach for this, they reach for that, they reach around with each other.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what their podcasts are for.
Big fucking jerk circle is that thing.
To give the Fallout fans,
I don't want to say it directly because they might have a go at me if I said that, so I changed it up a little bit.
to tell the Fallout fans the things they want to hear. The world is as violent as you would expect it to be. They do not steer away from the violence. When some raiders turn up, there is violence.
Yeah, that's kind of what they do.
Hawk, I just realised, why did you not have that ready?
They slice.
Why did you not have that ready?
No, I haven't put a load of stuff ready for this because
you should have had the sound clip ready.
The world vaults are as claustrophobic as you would want them to be. The wasteland's as violent as you would expect it to be. They have basically taken the games and turned it into a show. And,
are the bandits as naked as I edited them to be?
Yeah, you would want it to be this violent.
First download, skimpy bandit outfits.
Ollie, there is some New Vegas. Season 2.
That's Season 2, motherfucker.
Season 2.
We're giving the fans what they want.
Yeah, Season 2 is definitely New Vegas.
Which is good, because didn't New Vegas open very vaguely?
I'm not going to say who goes there, why they go there, or anything to do with that. But That's confirmed. Season 2 is New Vegas. One of the characters is heading to New Vegas at the end. I won't say who. But yeah. You see a lovely shot of New Vegas with NCR vertibirds in New Vegas.
Oh, the NCR's a thing, so this is after Fallout 1.
Gary.
Well, no, you don't see it, but like I said.
Well, no, the NCR don't become a thing until
it's like part of. No, I mean the New Vegas thing is part of the credits. It's like season 2. Season 2.
Because the NCR aren't. Because in the Fallout timeline, the NCR don't become a thing until after Fallout 1.
Yeah,
because it's just shady. It's just shady sands before it becomes. They form the NCR.
This is way after that. This is set between 4. After 4.
So we're not going to get the master or anything for it at all.
Now, hold. Does it have the better texture packs already included in the game?
Yes.
I do not want to have to install that.
Yes,
that took ages.
There's some nice textures.
Yeah, baby.
It's definitely 15/18 rated.
Look at the textures on her.
I've never been attracted to a girl with an eye patch until this particular series.
Look at the polygons on those boobs.
And probably I will mention one line.
Oh yeah,
no,
I'm very aware of where that's from.
I don't want to ruin the joke.
Ollie.
I don't want to mention the joke.
But you can. I'll still enjoy it. You know, I enjoy things, even if spoilers.
There's a comment. There's a comment about. It's a very inappropriate comment. No, because spoilers. No, I can't. It's yes.
Wait, I can handle this. Wait, I can watch. Right, if you haven't seen it, go watch it now. Pause this. Go watch all of it. Come back. Now you can do spoilers. Go. That's what people do.
Well, yeah.
That's what people do on the shows.
Yeah, and we are on YouTube as well. So yeah, there is an amazing line. Okay, about I can say it because it's like the two people in the podcast who have who are both married with kids. Yes, there is a comment about waters breaking. Wearing a vault suit and like, wow, you are wet down there. Oh shit!
Only if you install the mod, Ollie. Only if you install the mod.
Had me in stitches when that happened. Yeah, I'm not going to say how that happens or why that happens, but yeah. Ollie, you can just get mods for that. You can just get mods if you want to do that.
Didn't you? Ollie, you
played on Skyrim.
You played Bethesda game.
That's the problem. They'd never be able to bring out Skyrim, would they? Because literally everyone would go, "This isn't Skyrim. All the characters aren't half naked."
Yeah. I mean, Ollie, didn't you mod the game once just so you? At one point, when the guy in the starting town wouldn't give you good money, you fucked his wife.
Because Open City, the best mod for Skyrim was Open Cities. You put in any NPC.
Because things went bad.
Any NPC can die, and then Open Cities, and then what happens is you end up with dragons raiding the towns. I remember
that version of yours.
Dragons raiding the towns and killing important quest people.
Mate, I remember that version when I played on your PC. I got to the first town and it was just fucking decimated.
Yeah.
And I went, I haven't played this before and I have no idea now what I'm supposed to do.
Oh no, you couldn't. No, it couldn't have been at that point. You must have picked up my save file by accident or something because the dragons don't appear until later. No.
I apologise. It was Fallout because there's a fucking whirlybird attacked me like just as I came out the vault.
That might have been the case, yeah.
And I was like,
everyone knows, Ollie, we all know why you modded Skyrim. It's so you could have Billy Mitchell in it.
We're on the Billy Mitchell thing already.
Oh, it wouldn't be a podcast without Ollie's good friend Billy Mitchell.
Because he just needs someone to carry his burden with him. Carrying barrels and things, and also to like hack consoles for him because he's so good with his computer skills when it comes to hacking and cheating.
Every time you bring up Ollie's good friend Billy Mitchell, you're just doing emotional damage.
Oh, I didn't have the folder open.
Oh.
It's not working.
We need to make a shirt of Ollie hanging out with Billy Mitchell.
But not that Billy Mitchell. The other Billy Mitchell.
I'm sure that could be. I'm sure it could be easily done. Or we'll just have to...
with his arm around him, we're doing a thumbs up.
Hawk, you look who you're talking to. Give me 20 minutes.
Yeah, 20
Send
minutes.
Send me the pictures.
Yeah, I'll send you the pictures.
Send me the pictures. 20 minutes.
And it's easily done because Ollie's sitting in his chair and just behind him is like
Mate, he'll be sitting on Billy Mitchell's lap like fucking Santa Claus by the time I'm done.
On one side he's got Billy Mitchell, on the other side is Todgers.
Why is Ollie basically giving a statement like he was giving in court? I have never met the man in question.
I've never met the gentleman in question. He always does.
I have never been. I was never on that plane to that island. I don't know what all those children were doing in the hold. I did not gag them. That is slander, sir. That's slander and a lie.
Who the fuck is Todgers? He's Billy Mitchell's other good friend, apart from you.
You know, the one with the giant cock and with the ring in it?
Yeah, Todd Rogers. Ollie and his ring of known cheating, sort of former world record holding. Oh no, but they
Allegedly.
do have. They have had some of their scores put back up, but it's under legends.
Do you know what's a good legends?
What?
The ladies'
The five
football
rings?
team. No, that's what they call the ladies' lingerie football league. Legends.
Huh? Yeah. Well, it's non-canon. It didn't happen.
Well, that's what the fat woke women with the blue hair would like you to think, but it did. Amazon football teams for the win.
Well, what else can I mention about Fallout that wouldn't be a massive spoiler?
The main character wears a blue and yellow jumpsuit.
Yeah, she
with
does.
a number on the back.
With a number on the back, yes. A lot of people wear those.
Ooh.
Is it 69?
I've
seen that vault.
33.
I think it was a different game though. I think Vault 69 was some sort of flash game.
It's kind of funny when she has a 7 of 9 moment and tells, just asks Maximus to have sex with her. I mean, that was kind of weird.
Did he turn around and go, okay, but afterwards you've got to do something for me? Just like pure bro-lert move.
I mean, the casting's brilliant. The guy who plays, there's I'm trying to think of his name.
Or the skin guy, the ghoul.
Yeah,
I can't remember his
Walton
name.
Goggins plays the ghoul.
Yeah.
He's brilliant.
That's it. From what I saw in those trailers, it looks absolutely amazing and top on. So if they've got the dialogue and the story right, I can't see this being bad.
see if it mentions him in the cast, because there's one person. Oh,
yeah, there he is.
They haven't mentioned him in the cast, so it must be a guest. The guy who played, Phil would know, who played Douglas from the IT crowd.
Oh yeah, I know who you mean. He hasn't been in a lot, has he? He's been quiet for a long time.
He's been in a load of things. Douglas Renesmee.
No, I meant mainstream though. I mean, I'm talking mainstream stuff. He's not been as vocal as he could have been.
I just try to remember the actor's name. He's on Villains Wiki. Why is he on Villains Wiki? He's not a villain. Matt Berry.
I was going to say, who's going to get there first? And it was you by 2 seconds.
Yes. Well, Matt Berry, does he actually play the voice of Cogsworth?
Oh, I think he does. I'm sure I heard that.
Because this was what we were trying to work out, whether he actually did he voice the games.
Why does he does? Because is he doing such a good job in this? He could have done.
Yeah, because he plays a Mr. Handy by the name.
By the
name, a Mr. Handy who works as does he actually? He might just say the name. Snip. Plays a Mr. Handy called Snip.
The demon butcher, a hairdresser.
No, it looks like he wasn't actually in the games.
All right, shout out to Ollie's channel. Everyone needs to go watch that. He plays the dolphin in SpongeBob. That's a weird piece of trivia knowledge.
Yeah, well, Matt Berry does like doing many different a lot of really odd roles.
So yeah, if you're not following Ollie, be sure to follow OllyJohnson. It looks like.
And then when he goes down an alleyway.
But yeah, he does sound. He's just perfect from the moment he appears as Cogsworth. And I'm trying to think. Self-promotion. Just sitting Ollie for that one.
To be fair, if everyone goes to his channel and watch it, and now they find out it's the highest effort video he put in, everyone's going to disassemble his video. Like, I'm not going to watch any more of his videos if that was the best one he's got.
Yeah. I mean, he does do these like other videos, like, you know, like Sundays. He does something on Sundays. Assassin's Creed. Him and that other guy from D&D. I can't think of his name. Well, he's not very important. Yeah.
He doesn't he do something about the mafia or something?
Yeah.
The Italian mafia, isn't it, or something? I can't remember.
Takeshi's Castle or something, maybe.
Yeah, maybe some sort of Japanese game. He's having a fit in his chair right now. You are aware of this. He's
Probably.
going mental. He's like, you can at least get it right.
No, I was naughty with Wolfie on that one. He was like, I watch your content. I watch your content. I was like, have you all been checking out my? Did you all check out my YouTube video? And I was like, no.
No.
Did you
Make something other than Fallout? I'll watch it. I promise.
did
I watch
you check
everyone's
it?
stuff if it's not Fallout. Not Fallout. Not Fortnite.
Fortnite. He has released quite a few videos that aren't Fortnite.
Yeah, but all I get is it pop up saying he's playing Fortnite. So change the tag.
Because he does.
Because as soon as it pops up on my thing and it says Wolfie is playing Fortnite, I go, I will not be watching it.
No, because he doesn't play Fortnite that much. I'll tell Dan you said that. I mean, I won't, but it's funny to say I will.
No.
That's the point where everyone spams the chat on Tuesday saying that Jack needs to go to Assassin Sunday and apologise to Dan. That's what we do. We start a campaign about it now.
Mura, what are you
Tu-
doing Sunday? Because we could sit in his chat and annoy him.
On Tuesday.
What am I doing on Sunday?
On Tuesday, we no. This is one from my next stream on Tuesday. We
were saying about sitting in
Jack when he arrives, saying he's got to go into Assassin Sunday and apologise to Dan.
No, we're going to sit in his chat on Sunday and just annoy him. When they start a new game, we're just like, boo! No.
This isn't as good as Yakuza. This Assassin's Creed game is not as good as Yakuza. And then when you're in Yakuza, it's not as good as Assassin's Creed.
Play Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball Extreme.
If only I could get him to do that.
Oh, if only there was a version of that available.
I mean, there is.
I'll send you the ROM.
Yeah. One of the most advanced games in the world.
Giggle physics, baby.
Yes,
Physics.
you need to have complete, had revolutionary boob physics for its time.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Then
Or
they could
as
just
we're on
copy the
YouTube,
physics.
Bob physics.
Yeah, but they could copy those physics onto their fighting game, and now their fighting games look amazing because they mastered that physics. Most advanced AI-generated physics in the world.
What
Should have
other
done
game
the In the
news have we
World
had
Star.
this week? We had one?
I don't think we've had much, have we? I mean, I know Final Fantasy just got its first big drop update, but that was fixes.
Oh, what a surprise! Baldur's Gate wins Game of the Year.
Obviously.
Wow.
Well, that's gonna surprise all of no one.
I'm kind of sick of Baldur's Gate 3.
I haven't even played Baldur's Gate yet.
I mean, just hearing about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I try not to think about it.
Can I ask a question? What happened to Power World, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, that kind of died really quick.
Your Master and Chief Goblin told you what would happen, and
Yeah,
it did.
I mean, to be fair, the only thing that survived from it is the porn.
It's like I'd said about the Spider-Man noir thing. It happened. Fear me. Fear me.
Phil Wang has spoken about video games being embedded into our culture.
Right, can I have a few moments for the word Phil Wang? He feels wangs.
I'm curious about one thing. Like, okay, Phil Wang has spoken. What? Okay. I'm curious what his qualifications are for stating something that bloody obvious.
Well, he likes holding wangs.
Comedian, podcaster, and avid game player Phil Wang is hosting the 20th BAFTA Game Awards in London.
Right, have you ever seen anything with Phil Wang in? He's not the sharpest of the Western people.
Plus, it's the BAFTAs. I mean, they gave the award to Life is Strange. That should tell you just how little they think of the game industry.
They gave an award to Life is
And
Strange.
I'm not basing that
surprised.
on his race. I'm basing that on his performance on Taskmaster, ladies and gentlemen.
He was on Taskmaster?
Yeah, he's a comedian. He was on Taskmaster. Season 4? What's
Yeah, I
season
think
4?
I've seen. I think that's where I recognise him from.
Yeah, he's not.
I'll
He played in the Kill Bill bright yellow jumpsuit with a sock stuffed down his front because that was not his package.
Weirdly enough, I
Not
think
a chance.
the actual host of Taskmaster probably knows more about video games than he does.
Oh, Greg Davis! I love Greg Davis. Greg Davis is amazing. Shout out to his not overly publicized TV show, The Cleaner, where he plays a crime scene cleaner, and it's just him cleaning up like a murder scene every fucking episode, and he's always like, there's always a psychopath or a nutcase with him, and it's like turns out that it's the wife of the who murdered her husband came back to pick up some stuff before she has to go to jail, and he's like trying to hook up with the psychopath.
This entire medium of 40 plus years that is the most profitable entertainment industry in the world might be a bit culturally significant. Well, no, you can't say it was 40 plus years because 40 years ago it was dying.
Dying.
Yes.
Dying.
Because 1983 was the year of E.T.
Wait a minute,
So,
wait. This is
that was
Ollie,
the game crash.
what did she do? What did she do on The Cleaner? Because that's an interesting piece.
Okay, this
I need the
this
credits
one,
for The Cleaner.
I'm waiting. Knew it.
Ah.
Okay, I look up video game news and I get this. Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis are said to have a favourite game, one that leaves their dad, Prince William, feeling cross. Yeah, it's Monopoly.
That's not a game.
He doesn't like playing Monopoly.
Mate, if
Oh,
they'd come out and
goodness.
said Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball Extreme, I would have wet myself.
Oh no, they don't like beach. They don't like. I almost said beach volleyball. Oh no, they don't like Monopoly. Did the prince get trolled by his young children?
I'm trying to. What is there a good game about killing off a king and taking his throne? Oh wait, there's loads of them. Any of those games would have been funny.
Did they do like Phil's sister and like take the iron and pretend they're like ironing the money to troll them? Like,
Probably.
just I just can't think of a way
Yeah.
why that would just be news. Okay, Switch
Yeah,
Online.
it's
More
a
games,
very underestimated show.
more stuff that's being added to the Super Nintendo for the Switch. Okay, yeah. I still disagree with the fact that you've got to, with the Switch, you have to subscribe to that thingy pass as well.
Oh yeah, I know that's shit.
I thought it was a one-time
Just let us buy
payment
the
of
game.
like 40 quid. But no, it's like
Yeah, just
40
let us
quid
buy
a year
the games.
on top of that.
What's
to
wrong
get
with you people?
N64 games. It's like,
Just let's have a
no.
catalogue and let us pay 10 quid per shitty old game that we want to play.
Yeah, not 50 quid and then 8 quid a month.
Yeah. I don't want to pay it. Mate, I don't play enough games to warrant paying 80 quid a month for anything.
40 quid a year and then another 8 quid a month.
If I had an extra 80 quid a month,
that.
I would be paying
To
a
play
whore
GoldenEye.
so my wife could have a day off.
Is Fallout 4 still worth playing? It's stable now.
Well, they finally stabilised it after 20 years.
Well, it's Fallout 4, so, a couple of years. I'll find a screenshot if I've saved it anywhere. What's the new games? R-Type, it looks like. Oh no, sorry, Super R-Type. And Super Mario Striker.
Well, didn't Princess Peach's theatre thing come out recently? I'm sure there's going to be some backlash about Princess Peach being a feminist, better than Mario bullshit thing.
Super R-Type, Wrecking Crew 98, and Sugoi Herberek. Never heard of it.
I want to know why in the Super Princess Peach game they couldn't do a crossover with Chatelle and have her be a Princess Genie. Because I want to see Princess Peach in that outfit.
Honestly, I'm just waiting for Thousand Year Door. Come on.
Baldur's Gate, more Baldur's